Hey y'all.
Hey. Now I'm sure you guys have gone to the doctor and gotten prescriptions and think y'all get all these prescriptions and y'all think, why am I taking all this medication? So we want you guys to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and talk to us in the comments. And if you want to hear more about
Doctors who don't take care of their patients
and just want to give out medication, stay tuned.
that joke where the guy goes into the doctor and he tells the doctor, every time I do my arm like this, it hurts. And the doctor says, well, then don't do your arm like this. What we want to talk about today is, why do they not heal us? Why is it that the doctors keep throwing medication on us, and they're not actually doing anything to help us?
Well, we know, and one of the biggest things I think, and I don't want to talk about it too hard, but these biggest things with the Affordable Health Care Act was with prescriptions, and we know that pharmaceutical sales is one of the biggest industries right now. So when all that took place, they was like, where are we getting our money from? You know, so doctors are giving these prescriptions to push for money.
Exactly. And I think the wide range of people do not understand that a doctor can't necessarily always heal you. If you break your arm and it heals, that's going to hurt you for a really long time. It's going to hurt. Even though it's broken, it healed, they put a cast on it, it was a break. It's going to hurt. That's something you're going to have to learn to live with and deal with, like arthritis and those kind of things. As you get older, you get worse. The doctors, you can't go in the doctor's office and they give you a prescription and you better.
Not just that though. Like that. It's a process of elimination a lot of times. There's so many medications out there, and so we want to give you this for the headache, but you know it's not working. So we're gonna try this for the headache, and it's not working. We're gonna try this for the headache, and it's not working. But then they want to give you something for insomnia, and this is gonna help with the headache, but that's not even for headaches. Right. It's for insomnia.
And the reason why your head is hurting is because you went to the dentist, they gave you a filling and didn't fill it in right. So if the doctor had actually took the time to actually do a complete physical, found out that the reason why you have a headache is because your teeth not meeting together right, then you wouldn't have to try none of that medication. He will tell you, go back to the dentist, get the dentist to fix that filling, and guess what? Voila.
No more headaches. No, but because of the money, they push the
medication.
And that's why I'm not a big component of medications. Like right now, I have really bad vertigo and headaches, and I'm not even taking the medicine.
Because they really don't help. I remember one time I was in the military, and y'all, I was having like back pain all the time. All the time I was having back pain, and I kept going. I lived on a small post, and so we only had a TMC, a small clinic. And we had the same doctor there all the time. So every time I would go, he would like put me on the table, lift my knees up to my chest, and he was like, you saying your back hurt, but you can do all this range of motion. There's nothing wrong with your back. But my back is hurting. My back hurts. It hurts. So one day I was at a different post, and I got sick and I had to go to the doctor, and he was, with a cold or whatever. And I said, you know what, doc, my back hurts. And it's been hurting for a long time, and such and such and such. He said, stand up. He turned me around, and he touched my back in a couple of places. He said, does this hurt? Does this hurt? And I said, yes. He said, I'm going to get a urine sample on you. All this time, I had a kidney infection. That's what had been making my back hurt. And this other doctor's been giving me pain medicine when I needed antibiotics.
Right.
So it's a lot of times
when you go to the doctors of elimination.
The doctors are not doing complete histories. They're not listening to their patients, and they're just giving them the minimal amount of care that they have because they want to see more and more and more and more patients.
Not just that though, you know, if you even if you go and you give me a good history, what you call it?
A history and physical.
If you give me a good if you get a good one, and then you sit down, don't just say, okay, well, I'm gonna give you this. Start. I mean, maybe you need to go talk to one of your colleagues, go do a quick email, because you go out and do all kind of stuff anyway. You be sitting there forever.
Yeah.
So while you're going out, go out and talk to some people and say, okay, what all do you think it can be?
Yeah, get some different.
Because that's what they do anyway.
Because there's so many different things that it can be. Just don't do the quick fix. And people, y'all, stop taking medication and you don't know what it is. Stop taking medication and you don't know what it's for. Stop taking medication because the doctor prescribed it.
Why wouldn't they take the medication? Because if somebody come to me and say, hey, Ronnie, give me a good venue, why wouldn't they go to that venue?
What I'm saying is, know your medication. I'm not saying don't take the doctor's. I'm not saying don't take your medicine. I'm saying know what you're taking. I'm saying discuss your medications with your doctor. Discuss how often you're supposed to take your medication. Discuss how it makes you feel. All that stuff. Every time you go to the doctor, you need to discuss your medication and how you're taking it. When you leave the doctor, if nobody else knows what medication you're on, you need to know what medication you're on and why, how long you need to take it, and when you need to take your medication.
That, and also we got to get preventive. We got to start doing things to help prevent having to take all these medications. Now, if you're on medication for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and all this stuff, then let's try to do some preventive measures so that we're not carrying at 65 years old, we're not carrying around a bag full of medication because we're taking this for this and this for that, and this got to come back and take care of this because this other medication is making
me do this, and this is this, and then it's just like a domino effect.
When we could have lost a little bit of weight, we could have stopped eating the pork. It's like if me not eating something or me losing weight will stop me from having to take all these medications, I don't see why I wouldn't do it, because I will.
Right.
I'm that strong a person though.
That only makes sense. And Daddy is too. You know what I'm saying? When they told Daddy he was in his 60s, they said, sir, your A1C is inching close to 7. You need to lose some weight and you need to watch your diet. That dude got outside and started running, and he started eating smaller meals more often a day, and that brought his A1C down. My daddy is now 76. He takes a half a glipizide a day. And it's been 10 years he's been diabetic. He takes a half a glipizide a day because he watches what he eats and he exercises. Did y'all hear me say he's 76?
He works, he does everything. He's good.
If you take care of your body, it'll take care of you.
So we have to learn how to sacrifice and how to do preventive measures. All this is just to say, the doctors don't have to give all these medications. We need to figure out what's really the cause and work on what the cause is so that we're not having to take all these medications, bump these pharmaceutical companies and everything, bump you.
I had a gentleman, because I work in a doctor's office, I had a gentleman call yesterday. He's 51 years old. And he said that his doctor didn't prescribe his Viagra. And I was like, okay, well, I'll ask her to prescribe it. I'll ask her to refill your medication. Tell her to hurry up because, I got stuff I got to do. Yeah, so it kind of like upset me that he would call there, ask for it, and tell me that he need to hurry up so he can have a good time. So you're 51 years old. There's no reason why you should be having problems with your meat. But anyway, y'all, we're just here to encourage you to take care of your health. That's why we're here. We're here to encourage you to take care of it. Y'all! That's funny. He said what you mean. Y'all, my son is standing right there. I can't say I'm trying to be politically correct.
Anyway, y'all.
Sure, talking about some
Doctors, do better.
And people, take better care of your health.
Take better care of yourself so we won't have to take all these medicines.
Comment and subscribe.
See you guys in the next video.
Night night.